Do what you feel. We're going live.
We're live.
And we're live, yeah. So, how's it going today? Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, no kidding. It's going. It's another beautiful day in traffic and the GTA.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. I had every intention on. So it's yeah. I sort of planned this out. I had every intention to do take the opportunity to do a walkthrough one of my projects that's now completed. It's staged, and I was there. I'm just leaving Toronto, but the photographer showed up an hour early, so I was going to take the opportunity to be there just before the photographer came in, and then let him do his thing. But he came in early, so that's why I'm in the car instead of
Lame.
Yeah,
I know. Awesome. That's awesome. So it's all ready to go, put up on the market, and
so photographs today, and provided that he gets them to Cindy by tomorrow, we might even be on the market by tomorrow evening.
Nice.
It's interesting because I was thinking about this, and I was going to mention a couple of things that I find that I have some difficulties with these two things coming up. That I guess part of it being in the business, but like staging and even the photography. So he's doing a video walkthrough as well as a virtual tour, and he wanted to do a drone video of the property. So apparently he's not been able to obtain permission from the city to operate a drone because we're in such close proximity to the airport, the Pearson Airport. Mind you, it's kilometers away, but it's close enough that they need special permission to operate the drone.
Yeah.
And he hadn't received it, so he might not actually be able to do it.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking to myself, like, none of these things offer any value to me personally when I look at a property. And again, like understood, I'm an investor, we're buying properties and like off market, we're not seeing this sort of staging and that kind of thing. But even if I were, like, I remember back when I was looking for my own personal home, I never had the patience to watch the videos. Like I was looking through the pictures, get what I need and move on. And then you do a walkthrough and it's staged. Like, again, the furniture and the staging I actually hate it because it's always really small furniture to make the place look bigger. So like it didn't offer any value to me. Like, what is this crap?
I didn't even think about that. Like, that's hilarious.
That's what they do.
Just in a place with like mini furniture all over the place, like midget furniture. They just gotta go.
It's strategic. There's method to the madness. But like, again, it doesn't mean anything to me. I'm gonna put my ugly leather couches in the house anyway. Like,
right. Yeah, that's fantastic. Oh, we lost him. Callie's got the green screen going. He's trying to show he's not driving too.
Oh, that's right. I like that one.
Yeah. Well, actually, you're completely like greened out. We can't even see your face.
Oh, I can see me, and I can see you.
Oh.
We can't see you,
Callie today representing the color green.
Okay.
It's growing with Kelly.
That's right. There you go. Let me play around with my video.
Yeah.
But, we can hear you well, though, so that's a plus.
That's awesome. Yeah, we can hear you this time. But yeah, like, I mean, aside from that, like, I mean, any other wins this week? I mean, that's a good win, putting a property up. We just
This one has been like the bane of my existence, and especially in the past month, there's been so many, well, fuck ups for lack of a better word.
Okay.
That minor things, but they took time. They took additional guys to come back and address some minor things. It's just been a nightmare. And yeah, seeing this one go on the market, man, not like it's gonna release some capital. It's gonna free up some capital. Obviously, there's gonna be hopefully some reasonable profits coming out of it, but I can't see this one go out fast enough.
Yeah.
So and then I have another one that's actually going to hit the market on Monday. It's being staged on Monday, and then maybe by Tuesday it'll be on the market as well. So yeah, it's been a rough couple of past few weeks for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good way to end the year, though, right? It's not how you start; it's how you finish, man.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. Oh, I'm hoping that they can even sell and close before the end of the year, but as a minimum, get a commitment before the end of the year.
For sure. I know in my business as well, I've been going through, like, I mean, at this time of the year, I'm the biggest constraint that I'm going through is the cash flow because everything's tied up in these projects. But like yourself, Alex, they're all on, like, they've all either sold in the last couple weeks or they're being sold. So it's pretty exciting because I'm doing calculations and I'm like, whoa, what am I, this is going to be a nice ending, you know, like, got to find more things to reinvest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What am I going to do in January or February?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, but I do want to say one thing, and I doubt that he's watching, but I have to praise my my wholesaling partner Juan because he locked up a pretty nice deal yesterday, and I can't say too much about it yet until we figure out what we want to do with it. It might not see the market, or it might not see the off market, I guess I should say, because I think I might close on it myself. But yeah, it's a pretty exciting deal, and it's one that came out of the flyers that we recently blasted, Cali.
Awesome. I love hearing that.
Yeah, I know. It's just I mean, again, without sorry.
You just went like all robot there.
Yeah, well, because I had to decline the call. But it was a deal where they I think the expectations were quite a bit higher, so I praise him for being able to negotiate. And it's the type of deal that's not a steal. It's not like, I think it's fair in the end. It's quite close to market value, as a matter of fact, but it has great potential for a duplex conversion. So that's kind of what I'm excited about. And yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll definitely have a better update next Friday.
Nice.
Sounds like it's perfect timing too, man. You know, you're just talking about all these other deals being sold and closings, and this other one pops up. It's like this is why we want to keep the pipelines full, right? Never want to have a downtime. So the timing.
Yeah, I think it needs to close on before January 15th. So it's got to be a little bit tight. We're gonna have to get very inventive on the financing then.
Okay. Oh, I might have a new lender that I've just recently introduced to that you might be excited to kind of connect with. That's a little bit more competitive than the company that everyone else seems to be using right now. So
we're going live is where the deals happen, man. This is where problems get solved.
Yeah.
Funding and financing.
Nice.
Yes.
So, Cali, how's it going? You said you got a few deals that are closing up right now, or what?
Yeah, well, you know, but pretty exciting for me. My first long-term hold joint venture partnership in New Brunswick closed this week with a joint venture partner on a duplex. Thanks a lot for the Moncton wholesaler, home buyer, all of the above.
Yeah.
Each.com is taken. .ca, don't try to take it because it's already taken. But thanks a lot for your support, man. So that's exciting for myself and my joint venture partner. I'm going to make some money there. A couple other deals that have been locked up as well this week, which is exciting as well, and working on some potential ones. What else happened? I'm getting really close to completing my very first property that I bought. Really close to completing the work on that, and it should be hitting the market next week. So that's exciting too. Just it's interesting because when I started out, I really just wanted to get in the market. So I bought a townhouse. It was a condo townhouse, and it's all I could afford. But that one property, was able to, I did the whole refinance thing, got it rented out. But that one property led to so many more down the road. I'm so grateful that I got in and didn't wait for the perfect one. It was the perfect one because it was the one that I could afford. It's going to be, it's kind of a bittersweet, it's like my little baby, but I'm not really, attached to it at all. But that'll be exciting to sell that and, just continue to grow, man. It's really
almost,
cool.
It almost ends the chapter, right? And then it starts a new one.
Exactly. It's, gone from sole proprietor to business owner, right? Or, you know what I mean? Part-time to full-time.
There you go.
That's interesting you say that, Cali, because I just it dawned on me that I was in the same position, and I don't know how I'm going to do it justice to my father. It must have been, about 12, 13 years ago that he convinced me to buy my first house. And he just told me, he's like, hey, listen, there's something about first-time home buyers. Look into it. And I took advantage of that. And, yeah, that's what served as the launching pad for many other projects. So that's interesting you touched on that.
Yeah. And you know what? Shout out to my my father as well, because I think I borrowed, at the time, it was probably $4,000 or something like that from him just until I got my tax returns back, and then I paid him some interest on it. And, that was very helpful for, getting me in there. Funny thing is, I give my accounts nicknames. So that one there was called Dreams Can Come True. So, the irony is pretty cool, right? What we put our minds to, your thoughts become things. So there you go.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic, man.
Fantastic. Shawn, what do you got, man?
Well, we're finally firm on that one flip that I ended up taking you guys on a walkthrough. We got, I don't know if I talked about this last week or whatever. We ended up getting about 15,000 over asking for that one. So that's quick closed. We just put the other one that I was working up on the market last week. We're holding back offers here for a couple more days, and then we're going to be viewing offers and go from there. Hopefully that's going well. And our student rental that we're working on is coming along. It's still much further away than I'd like it to be. Right now, I'd like to be about 2 weeks ahead of where I'm at right now. But at the end of the day, I think we're still going to be able to wrap it up hopefully by the end of the year. So yeah, at least get it ready for rentals and get some people in there and start making some profit off it.
It's interesting, because you always talk about the disparity, the difference in prices between New Brunswick and GTA. I think it's the same with timelines, because you say 2 weeks. 2 weeks for me becomes a rounding error. I think I'm 3 months overdue on this project that's finally supposed to go on the market.
Well, and that's the thing. That could potentially happen to me too, right? It's right now everything's kind of going as smoothly as I can expect it. I'm lining guys up. People seem to be able to come do the work. Using a couple of newer guys, so there's always the potential for something to kind of screw up. Like today, I had to go back and help a guy with some framing that he just didn't know how to do. But it wasn't that difficult, so I figured he'd be able to do it. But anyways, we got it done, and everything's good to go with that now. So now the actual framer should be in this weekend to finish up the stairway entrance to go in, and then we should be at drywall. Plumber's going to be in. The cabinets are ordered. They're going to be here next Thursday. Spray foam is happening on next Friday. So all the upstairs should be able to be drywalled and mudded. And then once the spray foam's done and had a couple days there, we'll go in and drywall the basement and get the floors and yada, yada, yada. Carry on. It's a good time.
Man, that's huge, Shawn. Like, it's really interesting how far you've come from, I mean, for all of us, right? But I mean, what you're doing, like these deals that you're closing on, you know, the money that you're making, the progress that you're seeing, we all are seeing it at a level, but I mean, it's pretty impressive. Like, I remember the conversations we had when you were on the fence of, you know, getting involved in investing in yourself and all that stuff, and to see, you know, the amount of improvement or growth that you've gone through, it's pretty cool, man. It gives you that good kind of warm feeling of like, man, this is awesome to see someone else eating as much as you have been, and there's so much more to come, right?
Yeah, and I still remember, like, the first time I met you was like when I went out to Toronto, right? I don't think I had met you before. I'm not sure really we spoke, but then you know what I mean? Out of all the council members that ended up being there when I went to the first boot camp out there or whatever, that you know, you were probably one of the first ones, and ever since we've done deals together and worked together, and I appreciate that, man. It's exciting when I even think about it, right? Like, I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
It's beautiful.
It's interesting that you've always, and correct me if I'm wrong, but in the beginning, your focus was wholesaling, and you've diversified quite a bit. Like, you're taking on projects, not to say that it just didn't sound like that was your focus, but you've been able to start acquiring flips and long-term buy and hold. So that's fantastic. I don't know, like,
yeah. Well, and what I realized was that actually the wholesaling thing is an awesome way to get involved, and like that lead generation business and all that, like, is so valuable, even if we're to diversify and do other things, because then you still have that property, like, and then it's your choice what to do with it. There's a lot of leverage that comes from that position, right? So it's a good spot to be in, and I'm grateful that I've been able to do it, and you know, that we've been able to be, you know, I want to say successful, but I mean, at the end of the day, where do you measure success from? But, you know, it's fantastic. Like, I mean, like, I couldn't have imagined that that was going to be, well, I guess when I got into it, I thought flipping was the way I was going to go anyways. But yeah, like, now that I'm into it and actually doing it, I enjoy it a lot, actually.
Yeah, you definitely touched on it. Like, you know, I think it's pretty cool to be able to start out from a wholesaling for, you know, getting the deals, generating the leads, and then you have a choice. Right, but you started at like the safest position, so you can figure out where to go from there, right? But you're at the lowest risk exposure by being the wholesale person or the first person involved in the deal, and after that, it's pretty much you got the power, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man. You know, it's funny. I think Alex, you were at that same event.
Yes, yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I connected with Shawn. Shawn, I don't know if you recall this. I think we connected briefly via Zoom on the first virtual seminar.
Yeah.
1 or 2 weeks before the one in Toronto.
Yeah, and I think that weekend one was the one where I decided to join council, and then they had the in-person one right after. And then I was like, okay, well, I joined now. I gotta fly out and at least meet everybody. And kind of, you know, that way it's made it at least real, right? Instead of just being like the only council Zoom in member all the time.
I decided at the in-person one, but I guess for me it wasn't a hard thing to get to Toronto.
No. Well, and see, that's the thing there. That's like, you know, I'm almost jealous in a way. I mean, no, whatever, like, it is what it is. But like that you guys get to, you know, hang out with so much and connect and network, right? Like, I'm always the guy like, hey, over on the East Coast there, Cali got to come stop by and you know, check it out for a bit, and yeah. But other than that, there's what we went to.
Yeah, and yet somehow I was supposed to. And yet somehow I've been meaning to see Cali for about 2 months now, and we still can't make it happen.
That's life, though, man. Like, you get so busy.
Yeah. Alex, we need another deal together, man. I think that's what it is. The deals bring people together.
I know.
They do.
I know.
Yeah, how do you get friends when you're 40? Do deals. Do more deals.
And you know, I know when I started, like when I joined council, I was on the calls and stuff, and I was at work, and I was missing some of the events myself because of just being in Alberta. But you know, in your case, so I can relate. I know what it's in my mind. I thought, you know, geez, am I getting the full value? You know what I mean? This and that. I had those conversations, but I think the cool thing for you is that, yeah, you're there. Everyone is here, but that just means less competition for you too, right?
That's not wrong. Like I'm not complaining by any means. And I like that even now, even though there probably will be some more people from New Brunswick joining, you know, that I've been in it for so long that maybe I can position myself so, you know, I can do deals with anybody that comes in, right? I'm kind of in that spot already.
Totally, man. And not to like come from a fear angle, but yeah, man, like you're now, you know, like you're an expert in your field, right? You have experience, you've had success. So now when other people come, you can kind of, you know, it can come to you for advice or for just to steal or borrow some of your experience or whatever it is that you've done that they can value from, right? And,
yeah. Or they can just come work with me, and then they don't have to try to go through all this pain and struggle of building the business, right?
Exactly. Yeah, no, for sure. Collaboration, man. Collaboration.
Yeah, 100%. Well, and that was what that call was about yesterday too. It was all about like JVs and all that. And I started to realize like JVs are like the way to go, right? Like you got, you know, you could always go and borrow the money too, like unsecured or whatever. But I enjoy the JV partnerships. I find it's a good way to go about all these projects, right? Like, I mean, we've done, three or I don't know. You and I have done no actual deals together, but we've done a lot of deals together. But
I think I bought, I want to say 6 deals.
Yeah, roughly something around there.
More now, actually. Maybe more now.
I'd have to go back and count and see where we're at. Like I can't remember what we're at for the year, but we're at quite a few for the year. Yeah. So, but anyways, it's exciting things that are happening nowadays, and the fact where we came from and where we're at today is excellent. You know, I'm kind of looking forward to the future as well. We got a lot more things coming around the bend here with some marketing and different things we're going to go about doing to create some more exposure for the business. So it's exciting.
Growth, man.
Growth.
It's definitely, you know, something that I'm always thinking of is, you know, how can I evolve? How can I improve? And you know, one thing that I could do or focus or become better at is the business building. A lot of what I'm doing is me, right? It's based off of my own, you know, personality, my character, the things that I enjoy. But as I scale, I'm going to have to find ways that, hey, I can only do so much of that. There's only one of me. So, you know, find a way to kind of back out and start putting other people in place. Or working smarter, not harder, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm in the same boat as you, right? I mean, and I think that's what comes from actually doing the processes and the procedures, right? So, because like either that or you have to have somebody like follow you around all the time, and like just learn from watching you, which is not an easy way to learn either, because they still don't really hear the thoughts in your head or what you're kind of going through and how your perspective of a lot of stuff. But if you get that down on paper, at least the rudimentary actions and stuff like that, it gains clarity and people can kind of read it and pick it up and then go from there, right? Where we're at right now with everything is that we've got everything kind of drawn out to a point. So now what we need to do is take all these procedures and put them into actual tasks for people to follow and, like, you know, to create the KPIs, right?
Right.
Everyone needs to work out, but that's kind of where I'm not sure I'm the right person to be doing that. So I'm looking for someone for ops who's good at ops and can kind of fix that up. And if we can create a situation where our ops department is streamlined, I think that's gonna make a big difference for the company as well, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, just to be considering that and paying attention to that, it it leads to better results. You know,
Mhm.
like just to be aware of needing to make those changes and adjustments, I think will lead to better results, right? So definitely on the right path.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're trying, right? Like it's all growth day by day, and just trying different things and figuring out what works and seeing what you can throw against the wall and find out what sticks. Yeah, it's interesting for sure, though. I mean, if you would have asked me three years ago if I would have thought I was going to be building a real estate business, I would have been very unsure about that.
Yeah, yeah, that's it's crazy because you know I look at like I know personally like where I started the year, where I was last year, and where I'm going to be at the end of this year, and you know it's probably like I don't know maybe like 4x, you know, maybe even more,
Mhm.
and it doesn't change. Like I don't feel any different. I
No.
don't feel like you know I, I'm probably I know I've changed, but I don't feel the change. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's happened gradually, perhaps. Yeah.
100%, 100%, man. And what I realized too, like whether even though like now we're making like more money, we're making, things are going better for us, our lives and all that. And, I don't feel different, but I think you don't feel different because you're always you, right? Like, but I'm sure people around you see the difference. And I would hope it's for the better. I would think it's for the better. Because I mean, I know, as much as like sometimes I do get a little bit upset and kind of off the handle, I let go of things a lot quicker. My ego is much less than it used to be. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And like, I'm more comfortable with dealing with stressful things.
Huge, man. That's a
Yeah.
big. That's quite valuable. I know. For myself, I'd say, yeah, I can't think of the biggest change. I really, I would have to take some time and reflect on that. But I mean, my mood. Typically, I'm in a good mood, you know. But
Oh, I think we lost you.
um, but it's been good. It's been good. I'm enjoying the journey.
Oh, fantastic, man. That's awesome. Well, and I mean, I know it's we lost you again visually here, so and I think the baby woke up. As far as I can tell, so we'll give Cali here another minute to see if he can come back
Can
on.
you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
There you
Cool.
go. I wasn't sure what was happening. I guess you muted there for a second. Yeah. So it's I don't know if you just want to kind of end things off here. I don't know if we're gonna get things back. We're already past almost.
Yeah. Let's. I think we covered a lot today, brother. You know, it's Friday. We go live. Strange things happen sometimes, and sometimes they don't. But this is what happens when you go live and raw and just kind of share with people, you know, what we have going on in our worlds, right? And that, you know, it's not always going to be Hollywood edited perfection. It's just going to be raw, right? So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Another awesome Friday. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for listening to us, and hopefully, you know, you gained some perspective or value. And if you didn't, let us know what you want us to talk about, because we want to deliver. I'm Cali Braithwaite. I'm in the GTA, but I'm investing in the GTA and also quite heavily in the Moncton, New Brunswick area with Shawn. So if you ever want to reach out to me and discuss how you can get involved in some of the cool stuff that I got going on or we have going on, more than happy to connect with you.
100%. Yeah. And like, I mean, of course, I'm Shawn Gunther as well, and I'm actually in the Moncton, New Brunswick area. So we're always looking to expand. We're actually looking for people in sales and operations here to join our business. So if you are interested in getting involved in real estate investing, we'd love to hear from you. Definitely give us a shout. You can reach us at 506-800-4289, or you can reach me by my name on Facebook or LinkedIn, and on Instagram at The Moncton Homebuyer. It's been great. Thanks for tuning in again and watching us. We hope to see you again here next week at the same time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can also check out our videos if you like this, or want to listen to some other stuff that we've had in the past. You can log onto YouTube and subscribe, please, to ABC's on Real Estate Investing. And yeah, have a great week, and hope to see you again next week, and take care.